It's a Sunday, and it's a snowy one here on the canal. It's finally stopped snowing, and I think it's turned to rain now, but it's been snowing for hours, and just can't seem to shake winter around here this season. But I'm looking forward to more sunny days. There was one a little bit yesterday, and I went out and I actually got to see my little grandson and bring him a little gift. And another friend of mine is 1 year old and got to bring him a little gift. And so that was sweet. That was special. And, you know, I want to get caught up on some things. I've been having some issues dealing with my software program that I do all this recording on and create everything with, and I've been having trouble uploading, and I don't know why. It was going really seamlessly and flawlessly until this last week, and now what's been occurring is that every time I go to upload, it'll either the final product ends up with this kind of green film on it, which is awful, so I just delete it and attempt again, which I've done several times. And the other is it'll come up with a really good image, but it'll come up in a double screen, and that doesn't work either, so I delete it. So this has been going on for days and days, and so it's been a real opportunity for an exercise in futility for one, but patience for two, which I realize that that's all life is about, is practicing and practicing and practicing. You know, you never really master anything, and if you think you have, then I guess you better put on the dunce cap, go back to the back of the class and start again, because life is just an ongoing practice, and it always, is just evolving. And so I'm inspired by the opportunities that are presented to me. I don't look at them as defeats or failures or anything. Life is just what it is, and it has nothing to do with what is happening. It only has to do with how we react or respond to what is happening. It's just our perception and how we react or respond. That's the only thing that can ever change. And so it is an inside job. If we take time, pause, reflect, and realize that it's all within us and it's all upon us, it's up to us. We are the masters and the slaves of our own situation. And I've been working at this for a long time, and I'm still just a babe in the woods. I mean, I'm just getting started on on a lot of levels. Now I came across them. I was going through some of my files, and I created this idea that I'm holding in my hand here. I'll put it up to the camera. I don't know if you can really read it, but I will read it to you. And this idea, I generated this back in 1995 or 6, somewhere around there. So it's well over 20 years ago that I wrote this down. Now, what I wrote down was an acronym, and what it actually spells out as is the Peace Global Tribes. Now, global is spelled GLOWBAL, so it's about glowing instead of like the globe. So that's one thing that needs to be noted. But I want to share the acronym with you, if you don't mind, if I may, and it translates to this: talking helps educate. People experiencing advanced cultural enlightenment, generating levels of world balance and love, taking risks in being emotionally sincere. The Peace Global Tribes. Now, I came across this in some of my files recently while I was going through some things, And it dawned on me that that is just exactly how I still feel today. It is exactly my intent, my purpose, my mission is just to enlighten and share and be sincere and be open and honest and find truth and trust and honesty and harmony and be authentic and genuine and weird and crazy and fun and ridiculous and outrageous, and say, things that, I've learned to say things to just see if people are actually listening. I'll just pull anything out of my ass and just say something ridiculously off the cuff, off the wall, and completely off topic, just to see if anybody's actually listening or paying attention. I know that's weird because, well, I am. And I just have never been much of a conformist, and I don't really have a whole lot of energy or time for just little chit chat, small talk, all that stuff. And I don't want to belittle people or all that. I mean, I give grace to all people. I meet people every day on the bus and in the public and in the stores. And I share my heart openly and honestly. I make myself very available and present to all people, all times. Now, I had a really interesting experience this morning. My channel actually has been growing, and I am grateful. More subscribers have been coming in, and I've been getting, I'm into hundreds and hundreds of views now, and my channel is just barely a month old. So for that, I am grateful. And I found one new subscriber, and this young lady is around 15 or so, and she's somewhere, I think, in the UK based on her accent. And she was very sincere and very deep in her comments to me, and was very personal. She shared some very interesting things, and so I took the time to reflect on that and comment back to her. And then I looked in. She has 2 channels because if people knew, if her family or other people knew what she was actually thinking, doing, being, having, they would have her committed, and she knows it. So she made another channel that's just kind of private, that she really does share some really amazing things. I went in and listened to her share on this, on humanity enslavement, and it was powerful. She's so on it. She's so aware. And, her family and friends and, others just think she's crazy. So she spends an awful lot of time alone in her home and does a lot of research. It's apparent. And I think that it's just marvelous. This is a future. These are the generations coming behind us. And she's been doing urine therapy herself since she was 14, secretly. She privately does this. She's a vegan, and she does all sorts of modalities that are just really not within, the norm. And so she made a comment to me. She said, she was just way impressed and so grateful that I was just so honest about my testimonials and just being out there, and that it was inspiring to her, because she said most people over 50 they would never even consider to even think the way I do, let alone actually do what I do. So, that was, for me, I just found that to be insightful and refreshing, and I appreciated her comments. So, I am doing my own process. This is all I'm doing. I'm just doing it one day at a time. I am a practicing fruitarian, and that I'm enjoying because I've always loved fruit. I do, bend a little bit on that because I will have a piece of, super seed grain toast with some peanut butter on it and some, organic apple butter and things like that. So, yeah, I'm bending my fruitarian just a little bit, but not much, just that. And I feel good. I do my urine therapy every day. I do my distilled water every day. I make just pure fruit smoothie with some almond milk, and that's it. I quit cook food. I don't do spices anymore. I've been doing a lot of homework on this stuff and researching, and as a result, I really do feel it has helped me tremendously. My body just feels a lot better. and I just feel great. So I'm realizing more and more that I'm willing and able and confident in everything I'm doing and what I'm sharing. And I believe in so many different things that most people just think are absurd and crazy. You know, I'm going to leave with this one last comment and just see if anybody understands or pays attention again of a belief. And here's the question of ponderance. Do you believe in the heliocentric model? Or do you believe in something else? What is a heliocentric model? What is it? Do your own homework. I don't believe in the heliocentric model. That's what I don't believe in. Ha ha, ha ha. So, you know, you have to understand that you have to do your own research. That's all. And with that being said, I send you off on this beautiful day, wherever you are, with love, and hope that it's all a wonderful experience for you, that you have just a beautiful, marvelous, enchanting, magical day, life, and purpose. Peace to y'all. Love. See ya on the rebounds, whenever that is.